you are homeless, um, they have this service in Destin, Florida that is furnished by the St. Andrews by the Sea Episcopalian Church on Highway 98 across from Heron Harbor, next to Moe's Barbecue and LDV, and across from Happy's Pontoon Parasail. Um, and it's before the Harbor Walk Village. And um, they are open most of the time during the week. They do have a website. And so you want to be there between like 9 a.m. till about noon. Starbucks furnishes the breakfast, and then they do a home cooked lunch. All of it's free. Hey, hey, how are you doing? And I got to do an update vlog to let you guys know what's going on. And you can get clothes, you can get toiletries. Uh, they'll give you food if you're homeless in your car, homeless on the street, or you need food, and they'll give you food that you can cook, like if you have a place to cook and all that. Um, and they're really nice. You must have identification, picture ID. You cannot be a drug head or an alkie, and you can't get in fights with anybody on the property. So they make you sign a document for all that. And um, it's everybody's very, very nice. It's a very quick process. You just walk in, make sure you have ID. They do have showers, and you have to sign up for the shower. There's one shower, and it's generally an hour to 2 hour wait to get in to take a shower. So get in early so you can sign up for it. Otherwise, get a membership at Planet Fitness. They will also, and this is most important, because when you're homeless, you don't have an address. And it's very hard to apply for anything or get mail of any sort, because the United States Post Office will refuse um, to give you a P.O. box unless you have a home address, which I think is really sad. Um, and But you can go to UPS and rent a box for double the price, and I think the current price of the United States Post Office is about 80. So you'll pay about 160 at UPS to have a 24-hour PO box, and then you get use of their Xerox machine and all that kind of stuff. But that's just huge money. But it's a physical address. It reflects as it's a rural address. Um, there's some things like my hair license couldn't be sent anywhere because, um, the address I used was my office address, and they sent a letter back to my office address saying this address doesn't look to be a home address, and it's required by law to have a home address to renew your hair license. That's pitiful because there's a lot of people that are dislocated since the pandemic. And don't think jobs are easy to come by now. People have actually gone back to work. There's still some remote work, and it's a shame because I finally got accepted for Regions Bank to go remote, and now I can't go remote because I don't have my office anymore. So anyway, do check it out. You know, they're really nice people. They're very helpful, very sweet, and um, I mean, it's just really a neat thing. So, um, it's at 307 Harbor Boulevard, Destin, Florida, 32541. It's called St. Andrews by the Sea Blue Door Ministry. You can research it online by looking at Blue Door um, in Destin, Florida. And it'll tell you all about the hours and a little bit about the services. Let's see. And ask family or friends if you can use their address. Well, here's the problem with it. asking family and friends. All my relatives are out of state. That's not going to do me any good unless they're going to drive and deliver it to me from California or something. Um, and um, most of these people that are dislocated, whether they're on the street, there's a ton of them on the street. Trust me. Um, and the biggest problem is they won't get off the drinking or the drugs to get into the formal housing, and they don't want to work. That's a huge problem. Um, and you know, until they do, then they might have a chance. You know, um, and so those of us that have cars are very lucky. We're very blessed. The problem is, trying to keep fueling it. Right now, I'm working 7 days a week myself, and for pennies on the dollar. But you got to do what you got to do. But anyway, yeah, they'll help you by furnishing you a mailing address if you need a mailing address, and uh, they secure your mail and everything. And do check it out if you're in need. Don't hesitate. It's real simple. There's other resources available. They have a waterfront mission and secondhand store in Fort Walton. And I understand they have some kind of housing there or rehab program to get you into temporary housing and get you work. Um, I'm not quite sure about all that. It's only what I've heard. Uh, and then they've got, if you're out in the Niceville Valpy area, there's a fantastic service out there that's furnished by Crosspoint Church. And they have showers there. They don't have housing. They used to do hotel service for 1 week, but people violated when they went to the hotels and went crazy and caused problems and, you know, got doped up, drunked up, and they just quit doing it recently, apparently. Um, but they will help you with like work clothes, um, and uh, they'll help you with fuel. And they do like a help thing like once every 3 months or something like that, if it's like, financial or something. I've known people that have got apartments and had all the utilities turned on by using Crosspoint and all the other churches out there, and they're all hooked up together on the computers, so they know if you got help somewhere else, and you have to declare it when you apply on their application. You have to be really, really honest because they'll find out, and if you lie, these churches just will turn you away. But you can literally go to each one of the churches. There's like 10 or something out there, and each one will help you some way or another. Part of your rent, part of your deposit, turn a deposit on for your utilities, whatever. I literally have known, I think 3 people total that got all their stuff turned on and their apartment through the donation from the churches out at Valparaiso, Florida area. Um, uh, I haven't done that myself. Now, they did help me back when I was laid off, and my daughter was living with me, and uh, they helped us carry the utilities when they put gas in my car. One of the other churches helped me with car parts for my Cadillac, um, which was really neat. They gave me a voucher to go down to the auto parts house and get what I needed. And in that particular one, it was down by the water. I can't think of the name of it. I think it was Benevolent or something like that. Um, while I was there, they gave a lady a bed. She got a place to live, and all she needed was a bed. And they gave her a brand new bed that I guess was donated by a furniture company. Um, there are some resources out there. Fort Walton Beach, you have caring and sharing, and their hours are very limited. They're remodeling the building right now, and uh, they will, give you. They have a new rule now at the caring and sharing at Valparaiso and Fort Walton, where if you're homeless, they will give you food once a week. And otherwise, they do a really good thing that's like once a month that you can get even if you work and stuff. Um, no matter how much money you make, you can go down once a month and get food. And they're really gracious with what they give you. Um, if you have a house to put it in. But there are just a few resources out there, not many. I'm not a big welfare person. I do not like unemployment. I do not like welfare, food stamps, all that stuff. So I can't stand it. I did it like once in my life for like 3 months. Um, Back when my daughter was like one of my other kids. She was like 4 or 5, and I did it so I could get daycare coverage for college and get her some glasses. And um, uh, other than that, you know, there are some resources out there. It's just if you're not clean, you need to wake up and realize that life is not a rehearsal; it's all the way live. And you need to straighten up. You can get resources to get cleaned up if you need to do that. Thank God I never was an addict of any kind, and I never had to do any of that. But the pandemic's done a lot to a lot of people. I see so many damaged people. It's really sad. And but you have to admit that you have an addiction and go get some help for it. I know a girl right now that's sentenced to 1 year um, because she was so much trouble, and she was living in a storage unit, and she's got 1 year to get cleaned up. Really nice lady though. When she's straight, I've seen her straight a couple times in my life. Really liked her. Um, Except when she's lit, she's just a different kind of person, and it's sad because every day counts. Don't waste a day of your life. Every day counts. So hopefully I'll see her again when she gets better, and hopefully she'll stay better. Long term is really a wonderful option. The only problem is when you get out, you got to get a whole new deck of friends. You don't need to hang around any of those people you used to hang around with, or you start all over again. And it's not good. Hello, everybody. I'm glad you're here. But anyway, um, I just wanted to let you know. And, if you're, kind of out of luck or just new in town or have come from another state and wanted to come to work in the area and, you have very limited resources, um, uh, if you're in Destin, you can get a shower, you can, get a hot meal, breakfast before work, whatever. And there are jobs in the Destin and Fort Walton area that do have housing. You have to pay anywhere from 50 to like 100 a week out of your paycheck. Um, and Right now, it's Summer Place Hotel, one of the finest hotels in Destin, Florida, is running. I just went by it a minute ago. I think it's 80 or 89 a night right now, winter rate. So the other hotels would probably be around 60 right now a night. So if you can manage to get a job with housing, 100 for a whole week, if you have to pay 100, is worth it. If you have to pay 200 a whole week, it's worth it. And It's just like dorm type housing where there could be a lot of people staying, especially in tourist season. People come from out of state to work. Yeah, Florida's a pretty place, but it rains a lot. But anyway, I hope you guys have a really great and blessed day. Uh, no matter what you do, don't let anybody break your stride. Keep smiling and be kind to a stranger, please. Kindness is wonderful. Love everybody, and too much of a good thing is wonderful. We'll take a lot of that. Talk to you guys later, and I'll see you in the next one. I love you.